They called me dangerous because I elbowed the couch in that schizophrenic episode video.
Michelle Hammer wants you to know schizophrenia. To know the illness is to know her.
And then I go, listen, no couches were harmed in the making of this video. People like with schizophrenia can have a job or, you know, actually speak to people or can do things themselves.
Schizophrenia is a brain disease. Patients' symptoms run a spectrum. They can include negative symptoms like social withdrawal or psychosis when someone is detached from reality. Usually, it looks like hallucinations, seeing or hearing something that is not there, or delusions, fixed false beliefs that a person can't change. It may feel like this.
New York City is the most populous city in the United States. The 2020 population count was more than 8 million, distributed over 300.
For Michelle, it began in her teens with paranoid thoughts about her mother, and again at age 18 with her college roommate. It would be 3 more years before she was diagnosed as schizophrenic.
Things were up, things were down, and I ended up in the psych ward twice my freshman year and once my sophomore year.
Schizophrenia is a very serious psychiatric illness, but we can do a lot to help these people function and have a normal life.
We met with Dr. Renee Kahn, head of psychiatry at Mount Sinai's Icahn School of Medicine in New York. He says Michelle's experience is more common for female patients.
Women in general have a better prognosis than men.
Why?
In women, it starts about 5 years later than in men, meaning that their brain may have developed more and may have matured more than in men.
What are some of the biggest questions right now that are still out there? What are the unknowns that you're trying to answer, you know, in the immediate future, the next couple of years?
The biggest question still is, what is the cause, or what are the causes of schizophrenia? Because we don't know. And we really need to find out if we really want to cure the disease or prevent the disease.
With neither a cure nor prevention, doctors say medication is key for patients, but that process is complicated. Antipsychotic drugs are available to counter psychosis, but that is only one part of the illness.
Finding the right meds probably took me about 10 years, and I've probably tried about 20 different medications.
Today, Michelle's life includes daily meds and frequent psychiatrist televisits to make sure they work, and she's still taking them.
It also includes her partner, Carolyn. They got married last year. And most recently, a new puppy.
Come on, let's go.
People kind of like treat people with schizophrenia is that they're always wondering, like, who's your support team? They don't think you're independent at all.
So no caregiver,
No.
no patient advocate,
No.
just you.
Yep. I can take care of myself. I can do that. I'm a big girl, you know, I'm a big girl. I can do things.
Does the schizophrenia diagnosis impact how you guys are as a couple in marriage?
If we're talking and then like I say something and then I'm like waiting for her to respond, but she's talking to like somebody else instead, so it's like not bad, it's just like annoying that I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna say what I have to say again.
Schizophrenia is rare. About 1% of US adults have the mental illness. Compare that to 1 in 5 people with an anxiety disorder. But it reportedly shows up more often in media, portrayed negatively and falsely, according to research.
Was that violence and a dangerous person common, or is it more of the exception?
It's absolutely the exception.
Since 2019, Michelle's recorded and shared video of her schizophrenic episodes. She wants to debunk the stigma that people with her illness are violent. In them, she appears to speak to someone off camera, but no one is there. She describes this as being in another world.
I am currently under 7 medications, and I'm still doing that. So if I wasn't on any medication, I'd be doing that constantly all the time.
She's also started a business, Schizophrenic NYC. She sells original, activist-minded clothing and art. They include colorful Rorschach prints and t-shirts with hopeful slogans.
The most popular shirt that's bought is the "It's not a delusion, you are incredible" shirt. I saw a guy on the F train and he was talking to himself in the same mannerisms in which I talk to myself, and I was like, you know, what's the difference between me and him? And the difference is that I have my support team of a family, friends, and doctor, and if I didn't have that, I would totally be in his position.
Michelle says it's a way to give a voice to her community, especially those who otherwise cannot. Lindsay Thies, Newsy, Queens, New York.